Welcome back to the exchange. Shares of stablecoin issuer Circle are down more than 10% this week, but up more than 330% since the June IPO as excitement builds around stablecoin usage. So much so that a state is getting in on the action. Wyoming launching the first state-issued stablecoin. Joining us now to discuss is Governor Mark Gordon. Governor Gordon, it's great to have you on the show. Welcome.
It's wonderful to be here. Thanks.
Okay, the Frontier stable token. Why are you launching this? Why now?
Well, it's been 2 years in development. It is a public, first time a public entity has ever issued one of these coins. It's particularly important because it is the first dollar-backed, fully reserved stable token issued by a public entity. We want to be able to use it for any legal means. We feel that being issued from a state, it's all public. All of our commission meetings, the ones we've done over the last 2 years to establish this, have been in the open. The whole effort is open source. We have, actually, the day before yesterday, issued it, and it is available on Arbitrum, Avalanche Base, Ethereum, Optimism, Polygon, and Solana.
Yeah, and you're going to be able to buy this through Kraken as well. I mean, which gets to, and I think the fact that you are the first public entity to launch a stable coin here on such a broad basis, how do you minimize volatility and how do you boost stability with the issuance of this?
So it'll be issued and redeemed at par. So $1 that you buy a stable token for from Wyoming, a Frontier coin, you'll be able to retrieve that at $1. We have a 2% overage to cover it. And we have designed the whole system to be absolutely reliable and completely stable, which is why it's not commodity backed. It's backed by short-term treasuries and repos. It's designed to make sure that we can meet any of the requirements if anybody wants to redeem those dollars.
Who do you think will use it, or I guess who do you think will adopt it first?
I think people in Wyoming has an incredibly long tradition of being first. We were the first to do an LLC. We were the first to come up with what we call our Speedy Bank, Special Purpose Depository Institutions, which is one reason why Kraken decided to relocate to Wyoming. A few years ago, we did distributed autonomous organizations, so-called DAOs, UNAs, and DUNAs. So Wyoming really has taken a lead on all of this tech, and we believed, yesterday we were at the SALT conference when we were announcing this and discussing it, that there is an appetite to have something that is in the digital sphere that is 100% dollar backed, 100% reserved, and I guess open. So when you, if you want to know what the reserves are that are backing it, you can go to our website and see exactly what's there. There's nothing that is going to be sort of done in private on this. So we feel that it's entirely for the public's benefit, and it does support our kids. We'll be getting a certain amount of interest back from those short-term treasuries. That'll help educate the kids in Wyoming. The reason why we wanted to do it in Wyoming, let me be clear, we've had a real change in the attitudes of the two administrations that are between the Trump administration and the Biden administration. We wanted to make sure we had something that could be viable in any kind of regulatory scheme going forward. States have some sovereignty. There's an ability for us to be able to navigate in that space.
Yeah. And I guess along those lines, how do you expect this to change financial services and banking in the state? And what does that mean in terms of driving economic growth for the state?
Well, I think a lot of it's going to bring economic growth here. We export about 12 times the amount of energy that we import. We have a tremendous amount of interest for data centers and AI and all of that. There's been crypto mining that's been going on in Wyoming for a number of years. So we see this as an economic driver for us. In terms of adoption, it is also our desire to make sure that our banks have the access to being able to use this for settlement. The transaction costs are de minimis. They're instantaneous. So there's a practical advantage to being able to use a stable token like the one Wyoming has just issued, our Frontier coin. And we believe it'll have an adoption. As I say, it is intended to have all the same uses that cash would. And we intend to be able to make it a valuable asset for banks operating in Wyoming to be able to handle, normal banking processes and normal banking procedures.